This week's episode's theme is adultery. We are going to show you 2 skits depicting adultery and the outcome it has on others.
So you can better understand the Catholic perspective of adultery, even though it's quite obvious, Rachel will explain to you the moral object, intention, and circumstances surrounding each situation.
In the first skit, the moral object is extramarital affairs. The intention is for a wife to make her husband jealous, and the circumstance is that she is lonely.
And one of the principles of Catholic social teaching says that we have a call to family and community. Cheating on your husband isn't really calling to your family or community.
With that said, let's roll the skit.
Hey Rachel, I'm so glad you can meet up for lunch.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. So what's been going on with you? How's the husband and the kids?
Sebastian's fine. They're kids and they're going every day. Jean just won an award for reading the most books in class. How's your husband?
John's doing alright. He's been so busy with work lately, though. I feel like he never has any more time for me.
I'm sure he just has a lot going on. Once he settles, he'll be home again with you and everything will go back to normal.
Actually, I have something to tell you. There's this pool boy who works at my house on the weekends, and since John hasn't been there, he's kind of under the impression that I'm not married, and he kind of asked me out.
What? What did you say? Didn't you tell him you're married?
Well, I was actually thinking of taking him up on his offer and going out with him. I mean, it would only be for a while, and John wouldn't even have to know about it.
I mean, if that's what you want, then go for it. But just proceed with caution. You're playing a very dangerous game.
I know, but I think I need to do this. I'm so lonely without John here.
Okay, well, just be careful. Let's order our lunch. I have to pick up Dean from basketball practice in an hour.
Okay.
8 weeks later.
Hey Rachel, how's it going? How's that fling with your pool boy?
It's awful. John found out. He's furious. I think he wants a divorce. I made a huge mistake.
Oh no, how did he find out? I thought you were the one who would be extra careful.
I know, I thought I was. He came home early from work yesterday, and he found us together. He was so mad. I don't know what to do.
Oh gosh, Rachel, I'm so sorry. But you know what they say. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
I know, I made a huge mistake. I was just so lonely. I didn't know what else to make myself stop feeling that way. Do you mind if we skip lunch this week? I'm not really feeling up to it.
Yeah, of course. We can go. It's fine. I really hope everything will be herself and ends up getting divorced.
She was greedy about wanting her marriage to be perfect all the time that she went and ended up ruining it.
She should have been patient and just talked to her husband about issues. She should have practiced temperance.
In Revelation chapter 2, verse 22 says, "So I will cast her from a bed of suffering, and I will make those who commit adultery with her suffer intensely unless they repent of her ways."
Let's see what would happen if she followed God's law. Hey Rachel, I'm so glad you can meet up for lunch.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. So what's been going on with you? How's the husband and the kids?
Sebastian's fine. They're kids and they're going every day. Jean just won an award for reading the most books in class. How's your husband?
John's doing alright. He's been so busy with work lately, though. I feel like he never has any more time for me.
I'm sure he just has a lot going on. Once he settles, he'll be home again with you and everything will go back to normal.
Actually, I have something to tell you. There's this pool boy who works at my house on the weekends, and since John hasn't been there, he's kind of under the impression that I'm not married, and he kind of asked me out.
What? What did you say? Didn't you tell him you're married?
Well, I was actually thinking of taking him up on his offer and going out with him. I mean, it would only be for a while, and John wouldn't even have to know about it.
I mean, that's wrong. You definitely shouldn't do that. What if he finds out? This can ruin your marriage.
I know, but I've just been so lonely lately. I don't know what else to do.
There's so many options. Maybe first you can try talking to John, and then it'll help solve any problems you're having. If that doesn't work, you can always try couples counseling.
I guess you're right. I'll give it a shot. I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, you probably would have made the wrong choice and messed up everything. I'm glad that you're going to talk to him anyway. Let's order our lunch. I have to pick up Dean from practice an hour early. Here we see what would happen if Rachel did not cheat. She took the Catholic perspective and tried to work it out with her husband.
In the next skit, we're going to see what it's like to be cheated on.
In this scene, the moral object is adultery. The intention is that the husband is angry at his wife, and the circumstance is that he wants to get back at her after they had a big fight.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10 states that if there is a man who commits adultery with another man's wife, one who commits adultery with his friend's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Now today, things aren't as intense, but the message is clear. Those who sin will be surely punished. Now, please enjoy the next scene.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Not good at all.
Oh no, what's the matter?
It's Sebastian. I found him with another woman.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
I did nothing. I froze. I didn't know what to do. After I caught my breath, I ran out of there and I came to your house.
Well, come, let's talk. Have you ever suspected him of anything?
No, I thought everything was going great. It's just last week we got into this really huge fight.
Do you remember what the fight was about?
I honestly don't, but apparently he does, and I don't get it. We usually fight and make up the next day. I thought we'd meet up.
Well, I think you need to calm down a bit. Maybe you can rest here for an hour and then go home and try to talk to him about it.
You're right. We should just hash this out now.
Yeah.
Step later.
Yeah, I'm here, honey. Hey. Hey, hon. Where have you been? You've been gone all day.
Actually, I wasn't. I came home a little earlier to see if you wanted to go for lunch, but when I came home, I saw you with someone, so I left for Rachel's.
Are you sure that was me?
Who else would have been in our house, Nash?
I see that you're mad, but calm down. Let's talk about this.
I am calm. I'm here to hear your side of the story.
Okay, so I was kind of mad about our fight last week, and I don't know why I ended up leaving after the fight to a bar, and that's where I met Cassidy. One thing led to another, and well, you saw the rest.
And you think that you're justified to cheat on me because you were mad at me?
Yes. Wait, no. I meant no.
Well, I'm gonna sign us up for couples therapy. See if that can fix us. Until then, I'm staying with Rachel.
Caitlin, wait, no. You don't have to go.
Sebastian was exhibiting the vice of lust, a deadly sin. He couldn't control his desires and ended up betraying God and his wife.
One principle of Catholic social teaching says that we are called to rights and responsibilities. If you cheat on someone, you aren't taking care of any responsibilities. Instead, you are creating big issues for yourself.
He should have respected the virtue of chastity and let any intimacy remain in the sanctity of marriage.
Well, that's all for this mini-series. We hope that you like the set, and we will link the other 3 videos in the description below.
Have a great day and God bless.